It's regarding the Fourth Amendment. It affects all of our lives, man. It's extremely important. That's why we're going to touch down upon it. Now, the lower court circuits. Now, when I say that, they're still very powerful, but they're not quite the Supreme Court, right? Those lower court circuits were passing some maniacal craziness that allowed cops to enter your home without any warrant, to search you, seize anything, jail you, anything. And they wouldn't have had any warrant, man, required. They also wouldn't have had any evidence required of any crime being committed, and they were trying to pass this, right? Now, what this would have meant, okay, fortunately, the Supreme Court shot it down. Let me go ahead and clarify before I start ranting, right? The Supreme Court shot it down with a 9-0 decision, fortunately. Now, what that means, okay, what that prevents is the possibility, and it's actually inevitable, the inevitable madness that would have manifested or ensued, consisting of people picking up the phone who don't like you. We know there's a lot of restless, judgmental individuals in our society, right? Now, let's say somebody doesn't like you. They don't like the way you dress. They don't like the way you speak, all right? They're restless. They're miserable. They're creepy. They ain't got no discipline or purpose, right? They're going to utilize the law enforcement community to solve their petty grudges and disputes. They could pick up that phone and they could say, you know what? I think this individual is a threat. I think is a danger to his community, or I think he might be up to something. Whatever it may be, right? With no evidence, no factual, logical evidence, nothing, man. Nothing irrefutable proving that you're a threat, proving a crime's being committed, nothing, right? And the cops would have came to your pad, barged right in there, man, and searched everything and just tore your pad up based upon that person picking up that phone and fabricating that fictitious chaos, bro. So that would have led to absolute tumultuous mayhem manifesting in our society. Come on, bro. Everybody with a grudge, character defects that dislike one another. We're already so divided as it is. You know what I mean? Everything in our society already encourages us to despise one another and plot one another's demise, which is very unfortunate because people just need to simply exhibit a bit of discipline and acquire a purpose, you feel me, and stop misappropriating their existence, their time and energy, man, their entire lives. Just hyper-focusing on other individuals simply because they're not identical to them and don't like them. It's bizarre, bro. It's the definition of pathetic, man. But you know, when the cat is away, the mice will play, right? Well, the cat in the form of the Supreme Court came back and it extended its vicious claws of justice, bro. And it slapped the saliva right out of them restless, overgrown toddlers' mouths. And they were all fidgeting in the moonlight previously. But this feline came and clawed at their lower extremities and tore their genitalia region until it resembled a bunch of expired Chef Boyardee ravioli. Nah, you know, I gotta go on a rant. But in all reality, luckily, Supreme Court shot this down, man. People would have been utilizing the law enforcement community to solve their petty disputes. And that's disrespectful, not only to us, everybody in our nation, man, as private citizens who deserve to feel protected in their homes with a certain level of security and freedom, right? But it would have been disrespectful to the law enforcement community because all these industrial-sized infants with character defects would have been utilizing them to solve their petty disputes and issues, man. That's the definition of creepy and pathetic and maniacal, homie. So let me know what you think of the situation, bro. Man, hit that notification bell. Make sure you got the notifications on. Make sure you subscribe because we're always continually touching down on these relative topics that affect all of our lives, man. And if you see me touching down on some celebrities, some rappers, some politicians, whatever it may be, there's more to it than meets the eye, man. The title is just necessary, bro, because people view reality as their enemy, unfortunately, and that means they also view solution as their enemy. It's foreign to them. It's been given up on for so long. People lost sight of it, and believe it or not, man, when people lose sight of something and it becomes unfamiliar and they turn a blind eye to something long enough, you know, they become apprehensive regarding it. It is what it is, bro. It's viewed as the enemy on the horizon, approaching. Oh, there's reality. It's going to make me uncomfortable. I don't deserve to be uncomfortable. This is my life and I can do what I want. You know what I mean? That's crazy, but that's how most people think, you know, and if you're trying to encourage something logical or solution-based, or if you carry yourself in a solution-based fashion, you know, and you try to be in control of your mannerism, disposition, you greet people, you're civil to people, you compensate on walkways. A lot of people are the restless, delirious, miserable ones or whatever, regardless, whether they're delirious or miserable or what, there's a lot of people like that in our society. They're going to despise you, and this Supreme Court ruling basically prevented them from being able to utilize law enforcement to solve their petty grudges and to act upon their character defects. That would have been crazy, man. That would have taken away our place of residence, our home from us, man. You know what I mean? Regardless, I don't care what position you're in, even if you're residing in your ride, man. There was a certain point in time where I and my lady and my little hound, Beatrice, with all of her nobility and her sagging precious jowls, had to reside in the vehicle for a while, man, to progress. It was necessary, homie. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have a major foundation allotted to you. You feel me? But regardless of where you're at in life, man, this is necessary. This grants you a certain level of freedom. They can't just tear you out and search your stuff just because somebody fabricating some fictitious mayhem. And that's essential. Hit that notification button, though. Make sure notifications are on. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me know what you think of this situation, man. This is essential.